Good evening and welcome to BBC Children Need. If you want to donate BBC Children Need by texting GIVE to 7071 or able to once again 7071. Text messages cost £1 plus your standard network message charge. Based on the service provider rates, all supporters must have permission from the bill payer before sending a text message. If you are under 16 years old, you must have a guardian or a parent's permission to send a text donation to BBC Children Need. For full terms and conditions, go to bbc.co.uk/pudsey. If you want to pay online, you are able to at bbc.co.uk/children in need. Once again, this is Port Robertson language. That was Port Robertson language. Okay, next up is Ellie's story, presented by Alex Jones. It is one of those stories which can possibly make you cry. Make you cry. Make you cry. Sorry, but my microphone wasn't working there for a bit, but okay, this is Ellie's story.
The word brave is used too often. It's easy to forget what it really means. But this story is about one of the bravest little girls you will ever meet. I'm proud to introduce Ellie.
Oh, that's me there, Mum.
Yeah. It's funny to see, isn't it? It was the last one you did, wasn't it, before you was ill?
Yeah. I went to hospital a week after that.
I could not use that word for a long time. The C word, cancer. We always knew Ellie was in for a really rough ride with this tumour. It was the size of a grapefruit on her liver.
Last year, Ellie was diagnosed with a rare form of liver cancer.
When her therapy started, I think that's when it kind of hit her the most.
It made me feel down and ill and not very good. It made me sick.
But I remember we'd sort of bathed her one morning and the hair just fell out in my hand, and that is when I broke down.
It just kept on coming out in clumps and clumps.
She then started to realise that this is a big thing.
It was a tough and scary time. But thanks to your donations, Ellie had some extra special help.
First time I met Anne, she was talking to me about what I had and what I was going to do and what she was going to do to help me.
I looked at this little girl and thought, you'll get through this. But I don't think at that point she thought she could get through the day.
Anne is a play therapist from the Kids Cancer Charity.
My job is to help children deal with all the other emotional things that come along. They can feel really upset or scared or just angry about things. So we made a box so that she could have her memories, she could open them up, have a look at them, but she could also close them.
This was a headband because I had no hair and people thought that I did when I had this on. So it made me happy. I felt a bit scared because I needed a big operation to get the tumour out and to have a happy life, they said to me. I don't know if I would wake up or not because some people say they go wrong sometimes.
After 6 hours of surgery, removing 3/4 of a liver, Ellie's now on the road to a full recovery. And a few months ago, she started dancing again.
Ellie's been through an awful lot, but has come out the other side with just enthusiasm for life. It's been a privilege to be alongside her and go along that journey with her.
I couldn't have done without her at all. And you know, she's been kind of like a rock, if you like.
She helped me like 100% because she was always there for me.
Your money gave Ellie the support she needed through a very scary year. Please call now and help other children like Ellie. 03457 33 2233. Thank you.
Or you could text by sending a text give to 7071. Text messages cost £1. For full terms and conditions, go to bbc.co.uk/pudsey. And I would like to say hello to Matt. Next story will be Elliot's story, which unfortunately he did die. You can donate to BBC Children in Need by texting give to 7071. Text messages cost £1. This is Children in Need Stories on TJS. This is Same Love.
When I was in the 3rd grade, I thought that I was gay, cause I could draw. My uncle was, and I kept my room straight. I told my mom, tears rushing down my face. She's like, Ben, you've loved girls since before pre-K. Tripping. Yeah, I guess she had a point, didn't she? Bunch of stereotypes all in my head. I remember doing the math, like, yeah, I'm good at Little League. A preconceived idea of what it all meant. But those that like the same sex have the characteristics. The right-wing conservatives think it's a decision, and you can be cured with some treatment in religion. Man-made rewiring of a predisposition, playing God. Oh nah, here we go. America the brave still fears what we don't know. God loves all his children. It's somehow forgotten, but we paraphrase a book written 3,500 years ago. I don't know.
And I can't change, even if I tried, even if I wanted to. And I can't change, even if I tried.
would think hip-hop hates me. Have you read the YouTube comments lately? Man, that's gay, gets dropped on the daily. We become so numb to what we're saying. A culture founded from oppression, yet we don't have acceptance for 'em. Call each other faggots behind the keys of a message board. A word rooted in hate, yet our genre still ignores it. Gay is synonymous with the lesser. It's the same hate that's caused wars from religion, gender to skin color, the complexion of your pigment. The same fight that led people to walkouts and sit-ins. It's human rights for everybody. There is no difference. Live on and be yourself. When I was at church, they taught me something else. If you preach hate at the service, those words aren't anointed. That holy water that you soak in has been poisoned. When everyone else is more comfortable remaining voiceless rather than fighting for humans that have had their rights stolen. I might not be the same, but that's not important. No freedom till we're equal. Damn right I support it. Press play, don't press pause. Progress march on, with the veil over our eyes. We turn our back on the cause, till the day that my uncles can be united by law. When kids aren't walking around the hallway, plagued by pain in their heart. A world so hateful, some would rather die than be who they are. And a certificate on paper isn't gonna solve it all, but it's a damn good place to start. No law is gonna change us. We have to change us. Whatever God you believe in, we come from the same one. Strip away the fear, underneath it's all the same love. About time that we raised up.
I can't change, even if I tried, even if I wanted to, and I can't change.
You can donate to BBC Children in Need by texting GIVE to 7071. Text messages cost £1 plus your standard network message charge. All supporters must have permission from the bill payer before sending a text message. If you're under 16 years old, you must have a parent or guardian permission to send a text donation to Children in Need. We would like to thank James for donating to Children in Need. Next story is Elliot.
Being a parent is one of the most joyful things in the world, but also, sadly, it can be one of the most painful. The very thought of losing a child is unbearable. I'd like to introduce you to a family, and they're going to tell you about Elliot, a lovely little boy and a great big brother. They also want to tell you about the very special place that supported them through their darkest hour.
Well, 2 weeks to go. Baby bump nearly here.
Elliot was born 26th of February 2002, and then we have Finley 3.5 years later. But we had it all, perfect family, nice homes, 2 lovely boys, and then, bang, all our world came tumbling down.
These were Elliot's books, and these are mine now.
Finley's big brother Elliot was 7 years old when he was diagnosed with leukemia.
Elliot was dead handsome. He was really gorgeous. And he had this white blonde hair, and he always had his gelled, spiky. He was always a really good little boy. Always had a ball in his hand, and he just loved football.
This was Elliot. It had his bed in him. We took the bed down.
Despite intense chemotherapy, Elliot's cancer kept coming back. His only option was a bone marrow transplant, and a donor was eventually found in January this year.
We were all geared up to transplant. And then 2 days before we were due to go to transplant, the overseas donor had to pull out because of a medical condition. So 2 days before transplant, it was all off. And we just couldn't believe it. And Elliot said, "Oh, well, that's okay, I can go to school tomorrow now." That's kids for you, though. He had the right outlook, Elliot, really. You know, he never let anything get him down.
They did find another donor, but this time it was too late. Elliot's cancer was now so aggressive, he only had a few weeks left. That's when they made the decision to come to Clare House. Clare House is a children's hospice which offers care and support to children with life-limiting illnesses. It also provides much-needed respite for their families. It's a place where children can still be children, no matter how ill they are. But sadly, for some, Clare House does mean the end of their journey. Thanks to your generosity, Children in Need is able to fund a team of nurses dedicated to supporting others like Jackie through the final days of their child's life.
Hospice to Home team came to build a relationship with Elliot and us as a family, and that relationship had to be built very quickly. His end of life was pretty near, it was 2 to 3 weeks. We then started to come up here with Elliot and walked in the gardens and things, and he did become quite poorly quite quickly then.
In March this year, Elliot Wilde lost his battle with leukemia. He was 9 years old.
Elliot rested here for over a week and we stayed here with him. It was like an extended family, really. And they helped us do the death certificates. They helped do some handprints of Elliot afterwards and things like that. And that now, months on, are really comforting.
That was my dad's and that was my mum's. He sent the picture to heaven so that Elliot could have his done. And that was mine.
Clare House was so supportive that week that I just don't know what we'd have done without their expert care. We miss him terribly. Elliot would never want us to be sad, never. He would say, "Stop crying." So, we're getting there slowly but surely.
Clare House supported Jackie and her family through the worst time of their lives, and there are many more families they could help. But right now, 2 of their 10 beds are empty because they can't afford to run them. There are many special places like Clare House in the UK today doing incredibly important work and helping families like Elliot's. Please help children in need to help them by giving whatever you can. I promise you it will make a difference. Please call now on 03457 332233. And thank you.
That story was very touching. No child has to go through that. But unfortunately, that's why Children in Need is available. Text to 7071. Text messages cost £1. For full terms and conditions, go to bbc.co.uk/putsy. I can't even talk right now.
Like we're the stars of the human race. When the lights turn down, they don't know what they heard. Strike the march, play it loud, giving love to the world. We'll be raising our hands, shining up to the sky. 'Cause we got the fire. Yeah, we got the fire. And we're gonna let it burn. We're gonna let it burn. Gonna let it burn. We're gonna let it burn. We don't want they can't put it out, out, out. We can light it up, 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 so they can't put it out, out, out. We can light it up, 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 so they can't put it out, out, out. We can light it up, 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 so they can't put it out, out, out. When the lights turn down, they don't know what they heard. Strike the match, play it loud, giving love to the world. We'll be raising our hands, shining up to the sky. 'Cause we got the fire, fire, fire. Yeah, we got the fire, fire, fire. And we're gonna let it burn, 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 burn. We're gonna let it burn, 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 burn. Gonna let it burn, 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 burn. We're gonna let it burn, 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 burn. When the lights turn down, they don't know what they heard. Strike the match, play it down, giving love to the world. We'll be raising our hands, shining up to the sky. 'Cause we got the fire, fire, fire. Yeah, we
You can donate to BBC Children in Need by texting GIVE to 7071. For full terms and conditions, go to bbc.co.uk/Pudsey. Here's another story by Gary Barlow.
Life can change without any warning, faster than the blink of an eye. 1 minute everything's fine, and in the next, nothing will ever be the same again. You're about to hear from a family whose lives were turned upside down 7 years ago, all in a split second.
Prior to the accident, Will was a happy, gregarious 10-year-old. If there was a tree, he would climb it. Loved to get his knees dirty, all the things that boys do.
The 26th of February 2004 was the day that everything changed.
He was a little bit late home, but I did have a gut feeling that something wasn't quite right. From my house I could see the traffic building up and then an ambulance shooting down the road. I just knew that it was him. I don't know how I knew. And then the phone call came to say that Will had been hit by a car. You don't know whether he's been killed on the road. I just had no idea. And I ran down to the scene and saw him.
The impact was so severe, it left Will permanently brain damaged.
As a baby, I learnt who he was. You know his personality, you know his strengths, his weaknesses, what makes him tick. And suddenly you've got a child coming home, 10 years of age, and you have not got a clue who they are. Affected him mentally. He's lost his speech. He can't walk.
For Will's family, life after the accident presented a whole new reality.
He can't eat. He's fed through a tube in his tummy and is fed a milk diet. So really it's taken away everything that he could do before.
Now 17 and having regained the use of his right arm, Will communicates using gestures and cards, but he still requires round-the-clock care in the family home.
In hospital, I was the first one to make him smile.
He was in a ball pool and Will was in his wheelchair. I sort of picked him up by his feet, sort of messing around, and all of a sudden William burst out laughing. And that's the first time that he actually showed us an awareness that there was something more going on. After his accident, his friends from school would come in and play, but they found it really difficult. I can understand that. But suddenly it left him with no friends, because these were the people that he'd grown up with, and suddenly they weren't visiting anymore.
But there's one place where Will can have fun away from his family and be an independent young man.
Wow! Right!
Have fun!
No, bye, Mum!
Splash is a play centre funded by Children in Need, which offers activities and outings in the school holidays for children with a wide range of additional needs.
When he goes to Splash, everyone accepts him as staff, don't talk down to him.
He makes everyone laugh. They go, oh, here comes trouble.
It's so important to him because he needs that time to be a 17-year-old.
Splash makes such a positive impact on the children that go there, but funds are tight and there's a waiting list, which means there are others like Will who are missing out.
It's made such a difference to his life, actually. And, yeah, it's a fantastic place.
Please help us to support special projects like Splash and help more young people like Will live life to the full. Pick up the phone and call 03457 332233. Thank you so much.
That was Children in Need Gary Barlow story. If you want to donate to BBC Children, just text GIVE to 7071. This can change someone's life just by £1. This is Let Her Go.
Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make a dream last. But dreams come slow and they go so fast. You see it when you close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. But you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Staring at the ceiling in the dark. Same old empty feeling in your heart. 'Cause love comes slow and it goes so fast. Well, you see her when you fall asleep, but never to touch and never to keep. 'Cause you loved her too much and you dive too deep. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Oh, 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 no. And you let her go.
Donate to BBC Children in Need by saving lives. Text 7071. Text messages cost £1. For full terms and conditions, go to bbc.co.uk/7071. Text GIVE £1 and save someone's life.
'Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home.
I'd like to tell you about a
Only know you
hero.
love her when you
He's a
let her
teenager
go.
whose life was turned upside down in a matter of seconds. He's been to hell and back in the last 6 years, but he's shown more courage and determination than most of us could ever imagine. I'm proud to introduce you to Ben.
When I look back, I think I took life for granted. I was like any normal young boy would be. I was active. I had my whole life ahead of me. I never really thought anything like that could happen to me.
When Ben was 12 years old, something happened that would change his life forever.
I was just watching TV and all of a sudden I felt sick. I ran up to the top of the stairs to try and reach the toilet. As soon as I got to the landing, I collapsed. I came round and my mum was there. She was asking me questions, are you okay?
He said, Mum, I can't feel my legs and I can't see.
I was just so scared and so confused. One minute I was running up the stairs, the next minute I was laying down on the floor blind. It was that quick and that sudden.
I just needed to get into hospital.
Ben had suffered from a rare viral illness that had attacked his spinal cord, leaving him blind and without the use of his legs. There was no guarantee he would recover.
Hearing those words was hard to come to terms with, but I was determined to fight it.
We just had to keep focused, we had to keep positive. He worked really, really hard.
6 months later, Ben's eyesight returned, and after 2 years of physio, Ben was learning to walk again.
He was quite mobile. He was almost there.
I was told that the chances of it happening to me again works out 1 in 64 million.
In 2009, aged 15, Ben was struck down by the illness once again.
Devastated. I just didn't know how we were going to get over it.
All the work that I put in had just been for nothing. I tried so hard. I made sure that I could walk again. And then 2 years down the line, I was laying in a hospital bed, paralysed.
It was like climbing a mountain, coming back down and saying, now you've got to do it all again.
And this time, it was even worse. Ben lost the use of his legs and his arms.
I couldn't feed myself, dress myself. It's those little things you never think of, that you take for granted. I didn't want to see anyone, I didn't want to go out, I didn't want to do anything. I felt quite worthless.
He was at rock bottom. There was nothing at all. He was in so deep depression.
I didn't want to face it again. I was put on suicide watch.
It was the darkest, awfulest time. That was really hard.
Today, Ben has regained the use of his arms and his outlook is very different. His life changed when he was contacted by the Backup Trust, funded by Children in Need. Through training and activities, they aim to prove that although spinal injury can be devastating, it shouldn't stop anyone getting the most out of life.
It gave me hope. I was so shocked that I could do those things that I didn't even think were possible for disabled people to do.
Ben is driving, Ben has got into uni, Ben's got a lot of things to look forward to. Backup had not changed his life, they'd given him a life.
If it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be here today. So thank you.
Your money can do incredible things, so please call now on 03457 33 22 33. Thank you.
That was Ben's story. That's how strong Children Need is. You can donate at least £1 to 7071. I would like to thank James for donating £10 on the show. This is Other Side of Love.
Baby, you don't have to keep looking through my phone if something's going on. Girl, you'd already know. We can't even say 2 words without a fight anymore. How did we get here? Baby, I got the other side of love. You tell me you hate me and I hate you more on the other side of love. How did we get here? Baby, I gotta know. Hey, baby girl, longevity is a thing where you get with love, trust and good liberty. So listen me and just believe I make us stop and go like we are enemy. Come out definite, without you now my life, my girl, it would be desperate. Come and can't forget all the times when you had my back, girl, you give me made the strength 100%. So I represent when you represent. I'm the president, you my first lady. Girl, you represent, I'm my first baby. I told you, girl, when you first met me, it's a crazy world. Nothing come free. Baby, you don't have to keep looking through my phone if something's going on. Girl, you'd already know. We can't even say 2 words without a fight anymore. How did we get here? Baby, I gotta know. Sing that. On the other side of love, you tell me you hate me and I hate you more. On the other side of love, how did we get here? Baby, I gotta know. Girl, I remember when you first gave it up and we began to first live it up. I stare it up, I gave it up. We came to love with no fair enough, but now you ain't seen it clear enough. Yeah, you're looking at my phone and tearing up and tell me you want me swearing up. Me, I tell you what we share is us. I told you, girl, when you first met
Can you donate the use of £1 to 7071? Text messages cost £1. Full terms and conditions go to bbc.co.uk/Pudsey. But could you at least donate £1 and change someone's life?
you tell me you hate me and I hate you more. On the other side of love, how did we get here? Baby, I gotta know.
Eddie sang on TJS.
The next story is about Nathan and Asper. This story is brought to you by David Tennant.
Children with Asperger's syndrome can find the world a very difficult and lonely place. If you can't make eye contact or start a conversation, then making friends is pretty hard. If you're thrown by the slightest change in routine, then just living life can be truly daunting. I'd like to introduce you to a young man called Nathan. He's 16, and he's going to tell you how it's been for him.
This is TJS.
It's sort of like detached from the world in a way. You can't really make connections with people as easily as other people can.
All the signs were there when you look back. You know, how he had obsessions and the things that he did, and yeah, it just made sense.
He's very logical, likes things to have a set outcome, you know, things like that.
It's not contagious. It's just a mental difference, really. A difference in how the brain works.
Like many children with Asperger's, Nathan found life at school very tough.
I was quite lonely and quite alienated, and a bit of hostility towards me as well. I was very anxious, struggling to handle all the workload as well.
Nathan's mum and dad eventually decided to remove him from school, but things went from bad to worse.
He began to lose weight, his confidence went really down, his self-esteem was at rock bottom.
He'd given up on everything and started becoming suicidal, like. So it's not nice.
Nathan and his family felt like they had reached a dead end. But then they found ASMA, the Autistic Society for the Greater Manchester Area. Here, trained staff like Paul are able to support and build confidence in kids with Asperger's. They also run a programme funded by Children in Need, which specifically helps them cope with the challenges they face.
In 2000 we started a little project called Aspirations, which to help the younger people, because most of them are isolated because of their condition, they don't quite fit in at school. So the idea of the social groups was get them together to learn social skills, to make friends, and have a better quality of life. Once we get them here, amazing changes we see, in just their well-being and self-esteem. Nathan has come on tenfold in probably just over a year I've been working with him. From not really wanting to go out of the house, it's been fantastic. He's come on leaps and bounds.
Well, Asma's been great just for the fact that he's got people to relate to talk to keep him happy.
I really don't know what stage we would be at this point if it wasn't for them.
And with Paul's help, Nathan is about to take a massive step.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Off to college we must go.
He's starting at a new school. It's fantastic news, but also daunting, because everyday tasks that we take for granted can be extremely tough for Nathan, like the journey to school.
There's a lot of unpredictability with things like that.
Say for me, please, as well.
So try and make things as easy and as planned as possible.
If we don't want to make eye contact with anybody, we can always bring the book out with us.
Asthma has helped get Nathan back on his feet.
Thank you.
But they have a waiting list of 40 children who are in desperate need of the specialist care and support they offer. With the right help, these children could turn their lives around too.
To him, he didn't have a future. This time, sort of 18 months ago, I wouldn't have thought that we would be looking at college, and him thinking he could do it.
It's very different, in a word. I feel like a different person than I was 2 or 3 years ago.
Your future compass?
More open, more friendly, more able to talk to people.
This is a project that is changing lives. With your help, we can provide a brighter future for other kids just like Nathan. Thank you.
Look how brave Nathan is now, just because of children in need. Text 7071 just to donate £1.
The legend of the Phoenix.
Text messages cost £1. For full terms and conditions, go to bbc.co.uk/privacy.
The force from the beginning. Love. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 We're up all night to get lucky.
Donate £1 just by texting GIFT to 7071.
This is TJS.
We've
The last and final story is on your nose. And your name is Daughter.
Eddie Sang on
She's 4 years
TJS.
old, and she's just started school like other 4-year-olds. But things are a little bit different for Ella.
Ella was deprived of oxygen at birth. It left her severely disabled. She can't walk or talk. She's fed through a tube in her stomach, and she's partially sighted.
Must have been a really tough time.
It's been an interesting 4 years, but she's done well.
She loves her life. She's a happy child. She's not in pain a lot of the time, but her brain can't process the images that her eyes are sending to it. So she can focus on certain days or in certain minutes, but then another minute goes by and she won't be visually aware.
Ella's condition is so complex that her mum and dad were in desperate need of specialist help. So when they found Daughter Nursery just before her first birthday, it was life-changing.
From providing support for parents as well as finding a place that can help Ella and understand what is wrong with her and have had the experience of dealing with other children, it's been amazing.
You're being pirates? Arr, get off my boat.
The nursery is part of Dorton House in Sevenoaks, a school run by the Royal London Society for Blind People. They look after kids with a whole range of visual impairments.
It's the camera, it's John.
The camera. Can you explain Harvey's condition?
He's got a very rare eye condition, and that means he can't see in colour, so he sees black, white and grey.
What's happening, Leo?
Leo is also very sensitive to the light, same as Harvey.
Are we at the nursery?
He calls it special nursery, don't you, because it's special.
This obviously is a special nursery, not just for Ella and her family, but for all the kids here, and I can't wait to go and have a look inside.
It's Ella. Grow together.
It's crucial for kids to come here when they're young because vision isn't fixed until around 7 years of age, and early stimulation can help to develop their neural pathways. So there's every chance that by coming here as children, their sight will be improved for the rest of their lives.
Before she'd just be stuck and looking up in one direction. Now she will follow and she will smile when people approach her.
That's a good boy, well done.
I think that's yours.
Thanks to you guys, children in need have been able to give the nursery sensory toys and equipment and a specialist massage service to help the kids understand how to communicate through touch.
Fun. Make all the movements as firm as you can because it's much more comforting. That's lovely.
Now the bit I've been looking forward to, a weekly music therapy session which helps to improve concentration, communication and body awareness.
Oh, should we listen to Ella? Listen to Ella play.
Like the rest of her friends, Ella has made huge improvements since coming to Dorton Nursery. But for every visually impaired child that they help now, there are hundreds more still in need.
I'll sing to you guys.
They're desperate to expand their premises and even have ambitions to open another nursery. But to achieve that, they're going to need your help.
I would like to say thank you for having me here. I'm having a good time. Yes, I am. Thank you for having me. It has been amazing to be here today with all these lovely, lovely children. It's been great to watch their music sessions and see what the fantastic work Dorton Nursery does for these kids to help develop their sight. But we need more money, so please donate and we can help all these lovely children out. Thank you.
Could you at least donate £1 just to make that nursery bigger, or possibly have a second nursery for people who are in need, children in need? Text messages cost £1 plus your standard network message charge. Based on your service provider rates, all supporters must have permission from the bill payer before sending a text message. If you're under 16 years old, you must have a parent or guardian permission to send a full text donation to TJS for children in need. For full terms and conditions, go to bbc.co.uk. Okay, that's it for tonight. This is Port Robinson language. Remember, text 7... Oh, no. Remember... Oh, my God. Donate to BBC Children in Need. Text, give... Oh, my God. Okay. If you want to donate to BBC Children in Need, text, give to 7071. I finally got it this time. Terrible ending for me. Remember, for full terms and conditions, go to bbc.co.uk/Pudsey. Remember, £1 can save someone's life.
This is TJS.
Remember, you can donate to BBC Children in Need. Text, give to 7071. Text messages cost £1 plus your standard network. Message charge rate. All supporters must have permission from the bill payer before sending a text message. If you're under 16 years old, you must have a parent or guardian's permission to send a text donation to TJS. That's it. Over and out.
Eddie Sang on TJS.